Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. It was the summer of 1863 when the armies of the Union and the Confederacy clashed in a climactic battle. Thousands of soldiers lost their lives in these lush fields and rolling hills, in what was called 3 of the bloodiest days in U.S. history. The question is, are they still here?
We are starting here at the southern end of the wheat field, and prior to the battle, the Union had secured this stony wall right behind me, and they had protection and cover, and the woods were behind them as a safety net. Shortly after, the Confederate would come through the woods and off to the side and push the Union out, and they wound up going further to the northern end of the field. This battle was confusing and chaotic for these men, and it wound up changing hands 6 times until the Confederates finally took over this wall. Imagine being a Confederate, crouched down behind this short wall, and all you can hear are the roar of the cannons. You can't see probably any more than 10 feet in front of you because of the smoke, and you're the next in line to attack the enemy on the other side. I wanted to take you to this area just so you could see what they typically might have been walking through that day. This is a little bit higher. It was just about waist high at the time in July. So from their upper body up, they really had no cover. They were exposed. And the fighting was so intense and so rapid that with only in a matter of 2 hours, the entire field was completely mowed down. And that would have been due to the gunfire, the cannons, the boot stomping of the soldiers, and the fallen bodies. Behind me is the northern end, where the Union, when they were sent in brigade by brigade, would approach from the street by Wheatfield Road, and they would come down through the wheat field. And at the time, this battle was very chaotic, okay? There was not a lot of time to convey information or why they were even going to the spot where they were going. So imagine you're walking up into this field and you get up to the top and realize we have no cover. The only thing they had was wheat waist high. You see smoke everywhere. You're hearing cannons. And as far as your eye can see, dead bodies. And you're crouched down like this, and the only thing you have is wheat. Regiments that came to assist would literally lose all their ammunition within 10 minutes. So you can imagine how bloody this little field had gotten within 2 hours. 6,000 were either killed, wounded, or captured. Tonight, this is where we're gonna do our EVP session.
we're gonna start an EVP session here. I'm also gonna be using an EMF detector. It detects electromagnetic fields. So in case there's some kind of surge, it'll pick up. Do you remember the fighting that day?
Can you tell us what side you were fighting for?
Remember, it doesn't matter what side you were on. We're not here to hurt you. We're not here to judge. We just want to talk to you.
Are you lost? Are you confused? Are you hurt? Can we help you? Can you tell us what it was like hiding behind this wall? What was the name of your general? Did you agree with his decision to attack?
I know this is going to feel strange, but I don't know, I keep wanting to look in that direction.
Is there someone behind us in the woods? You can make a noise and we can hear you. Hey, Rob was getting the feeling that he needed to turn around and look towards the woods. Is there anybody out there?
Are you waiting? No one there. Continuing an EVP session, but this time we will be using the Spirit Box, which is an AM/FM scanner. Okay, it does help the voice to manifest through radio waves. Is there anybody there right now? We're here if you'd like to speak with us. We'd love to hear some stories from you. You didn't charge that thing, did you?
Okay, the spirit box has stopped, so the tech guy is going to check it out.
Reason the speaker cut completely out, but nothing was touched. I went and I checked it out, and basically it wasn't touched. Just for some reason it wasn't working. There's no reason for that to have stopped. All right, a few minutes ago I had this weird feeling that there was something just over the wall that made me want to look. And then shortly after that, as you saw, our spirit box died. Well, immediately following that, the battery on our camcorder died. So we just grabbed the spare camera. We're going to take a walk into the woods. We're going to see if we can find anything. That's just a little too weird for all three of those things to happen at once. Along the wall, there is an opening. Careful. There is an opening down here somewhere. Alright, okay, right here.
Okay.
Alright.
Well, we can get in this way, you think?
Yeah, it's our best bet to get in. So,
I don't know, it looks a little thick. What do you, can we get in there? Sure.
Trailblaze.
I'll try to get eyes on you, because...
talking. I'm gonna start doing EVPs.
Okay. Yep.
Hello. Is anybody here? Come talk to me. You know, a little while ago, I felt like there was somebody standing near me. Are you there? Can you hear me? Well, looks like the speaker on our spirit box stopped working. And then about a minute later, our camera went out. Was that you? Well, I'll tell you what. If you like our equipment, I'm holding this recorder. You can come over and talk to it. Just want to talk. Want to know you're around. You know, the Union troops came through these woods and came over that wall into the wheat field. Were you one of the North troops? Were you from the Union? Stop 1 second so we can get a little bit of quiet. A lot of roughage. If you're here, we just want to talk to you. We'd love to hear your story. Do you remember that day? Do you remember the battle? I'll tell you what, we're going to go a little further into the woods. Alright.
I don't know if I want you in front of me or behind me. I just feel like something is going to touch my back any minute. Do you know how far we went in? So quiet out here. What?
Okay, just a second. All right, let's try going back this way. Do you know these woods? Is this where you were hiding before you went out into battle? Because we've been kind of walking around here for a few minutes now. We want to make sure we know our way out. Do you think you can guide us? We really need some help getting out of these woods. I thought maybe you'd give us a little help, show us a sign. We're gonna keep moving now. If you want to be heard, speak up now. You can come and talk right into this recorder. I hope you were able to talk to us a little bit. If you did, thank you very much.
I think I found it.
Oh. Wasn't it by that stream, the opening?
Sort of, but we couldn't see it.
That's the wall.
We found the wall.
Oh, yay.
Now, we came in way down over there.
Just get me out of here. I'm freaked. Whose idea was this anyway?
Some crazy person. Come on, it's gaining on you. Hurry up.
Yay.
We did it.
We're out. Yay.
We survived the woods. Yes.
That was scary.
It's kind of awesome. Let's do it again.
The Devil's Den. Several theories on how that name may have come about. Could it be that the farmers called it that because they referred to the rocks as devils? Could it be that there's a formation here in the shape of a giant hoof, saying it was the devil's footprint? Could it be from folklore of a giant snake from 8 to 15 feet long that would eat children and then go hiding to the rocks? Or could it be because this was the spot of one of the bloodiest battles in American history? Robert E. Lee, who was mourning the death of his friend Stonewall Jackson, decided to launch an ill-advised battle on day 2 of the Battle of Gettysburg. Against the advice of his most trusted second-in-command, Longstreet, he decided to launch this battle, which turned into an insanely bloody battle and a horrible loss for the Confederacy. Over 2,000 casualties on day 2 of the battle. As you can see atop here of Devil's Den, this was an excellent vantage point for the soldiers of the Gettysburg battle. At one point, the Confederates used these rocks right over here as sniper nests. And what they did was, one by one, they would pick off Union officers up on top of the hill that you can see to the left over there. They would attempt to attack that hill, but eventually the Union came rushing down the hill and attacked with bayonets. And it was a severely bloody battle, and especially for the Confederates. And that commonly came to be known as the slaughter pen because of the mass amounts of bodies that were recovered. Later on, we will be doing some EVPs down in that section known as the slaughter pen. And you can see the bridge right there. And we'll be walking over to the right where the Confederates retreated back into the woods. In this area directly behind me, it's the setting of one of the most famous historic photographs taken 3 days after the war. And 2 photographers came onto the site and they came across some dead Confederate bodies. And they took a picture, and this is right here, if you see the first one that was taken. And you can see there's a body on the ground, and there's a gun that is also located in the photograph. They didn't think it was good enough just to have that shot. And they dragged the body 72 yards across the way, right behind me to this area here. And this is where Confederates were sharpshooting. And so they figured they would take it and reposition the body. And this is the result right here. So it just goes to show you that even back then, what the media was capable of doing to manipulate the truth, to make it more appealing to the masses. Ooh, I think I found it. Hey Rob, come over here for a second. I gotta show you something. Oh, right. Oh, do I see an old man trying to climb over rocks?
No, I just wanted to explain something here.
Yeah.
They don't really know where the exact name of Devil's Den came from.
Yeah.
And it's been a lot of debate over the years. But of course, one of them is the famous black snake. And I think you mentioned that earlier, right? It was about like what, 20 feet long? This snake?
I've seen things where people are saying it was 8 to 15, but I've seen some people say, oh, it could be 20 feet long. That is to gobble up townschildren or.
Right. Well, certain animals were also known to take comfort here, actually. Yeah. And it could anywhere from a bear to a raccoon, and as well as the snake. But this particular cave right here is actually what is considered Devil's Den. It's apparently not all the rocks. So, and not even right here. It's right back in here. And so we need you to do something really important. I see some ectoplasm emanating off the wall.
Oh.
We need you to go in there and collect it.
I hate you.
Go, 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 go. Forget the bears. Forget the snakes. Just go.
Wait, straight ahead with all the rocks?
Yeah.
There's no way I'm going to fit in there.
Oh, come on.
No, there is no way I'm going to fit in there. I can barely stand here where I am, bend down enough. I could probably get in this way, but not through here. My hips won't even fit through here.
But there's ectoplasm. It needs to be extracted.
I don't care if there was ecto cooler in there.
Oh, you're no fun.
I can't.
You're not that old. You can do it. Squeeze.
I'm no fun, and my butt is not that thin.
All right. I guess I'm not gonna. I'm not doing a good job convincing here.
There's no way I could fit in there.
All right.
Oh.
And that is Devil's Den.
That is pretty cool. That is definitely cool.
Okay, this way is the slaughter pen, and we're gonna do some EVPs. Over to the right here, this is where the Confederates retreated after trying to take the hill from the Union. I'm noticing it's a little bit busy here. We're getting a lot of background noise. There's a lot of tourists here, so we're just going to keep walking down the path just a little bit. It is a nice walk, isn't it, Chris?
Oh, absolutely.
It's hard to believe anything of that magnitude happened back here. Not to mention all the remains left buried in the soil here. That would mainly be the Confederates. This is our EVP session, going way past the slaughter pen. We picked this spot right here because there was a lot of interference from tourists and a little bit of noise. See, there's a farm. That is the area where the Confederates found a little bit of a safety net back into the woods, and that's where they retreated to. So can you tell me what you were feeling that day on July 2nd? I know there was a lot of chaos, a lot of confusion, a lot of death and dying. It's so different from that day where there was a lot of noise, so much tragedy and chaos. Would you like to explain the situation to us? Did you see anybody you know die that day? Would you like to tell us their names? Did you see people die from bayonets? What was that like? Are you walking on this path right now? Can you talk to us? Can you let us know where you're going? Would you like us to follow you? Is it okay if we walk? You can tell us if this is the wrong way. What direction were the cannons firing? You can say north, south, east, or west. Do you hear screaming? Is that you? What's your name? Is that you screaming? Or is it a tourist? I don't blame you. That was a horrific event. So if you want to scream, just scream right here into my recorder. It's fine. Now let's try going back towards the slaughter pen now. Maybe the noise level is a little less.
So, judging from the size of this tree was probably here during the Civil War.
You think so?
Absolutely. 150 years old really isn't that.
You think it can survive all the cannons?
Oh. I assure you, they weren't shooting at the trees.
This is the area that is known as the slaughter pen. We're just going to do a few EVPs right here. If there's anybody that is walking by us right now, maybe you're running from somewhere or running to somewhere, can you let us know what is going on? Why are you still here? Why don't you leave this area? Do you mind if I sit down for a little bit? You can come near me. Can you sit right next to me and tell me your name? Trying to understand and why it is spirits and souls like you don't move on. Do you know that you haven't moved on? Are you still reliving the battle? The battle is over. You don't have to stay. You can go home now. Well, hopefully you spoke to us tonight. And we thank you if you came by and told us some information or let us know your story. And we will do our best to pass it on. Thank you.
All right, here we are at the slaughter pen at Devil's Den. And along with us, we happen to meet Matt from Fixed Image on YouTube. All right, and so we're all going to share the spotlight together for this one.
Yeah, we're going to see what we can find out here. See what communicates with us tonight.
All right.
Okay, ready to roll.
We also have Spirit Box going with the EMF detector.
I'll ask the same questions for the most part because I go to a lot of Civil War places and that tends to not always work. But sometimes you never know. You go to this place 99 times and something doesn't happen, but the 100th time you go there, you get something that proves to you that it's paranormal. So we'll just ask some general questions. Is there anyone here with us right now? Any energy around us at all? Anyone that come close to us? Communicate with us? Anyone that wants to manifest for us if you can? Show yourself. Show us how you looked when you were alive. Drop the speaker. It's getting dark out here. We can help you if you talk to us. You want to get out of here? You know where you are? Anyone at all? How many spirits are out here right now? Passing through or standing right in front of us that we can't see? We're opening up to you. We're letting you come close to us. We want to communicate. We know many people come through here that don't even acknowledge you exist. Are you upset that we're here? Do you understand what happened to you during July of 1863? Do you understand how much time has passed? Would you accept help from the living if you know that you're dead? Figure out why we don't always get responses. And that's pretty much what we try to figure out here by doing it. You're not going to get something every time, but when you do, it adds to the research. It adds to the history of a haunted location. It adds to the credibility of a haunted location. So that's what we're out here trying to do. That's what we're all out here trying to do. Trying to find who's here, why, and get them to communicate so we can add it to our research. So maybe we should walk around a little bit and see if there's certain areas where maybe we can start to pick up some energy or something.
And here we are at Sachs Bridge. Built in 1853 by David S. Stoner for about $1,500, the Sachs Bridge, or Waterworks Bridge, connects Cumberland Township with Liberty Township. July 1st, 1863, this bridge was used for the Confederate troops to come into Gettysburg. Now, it became a little more sinister after that. At one point during the battle, 3 Confederate troops, dressed in Union attire, deserted the battle. Now, they're not entirely sure if they were just deserting because they were scared, if they were spies, or they were traitors to the Confederacy. But one way or another, they were captured by their superiors, and they were hanged in these rafters. The thing about it is, their superiors left them hanging there as a warning to the other troops. We're in this. You're not leaving. But believe it or not, that's not where the creepiness ends. Many years later, people have found reports of a lot of paranormal activity here. They've seen everything from black masses, actual floating heads, full body apparitions. People have had the sensation of actually being strangled while walking through here at night, and even taps on the shoulder, making this known as the most haunted bridge in America. So this is definitely a hot spot that we will do some investigation on later on. This fine gentleman is Rodney.
We actually bumped into him yesterday. He was the one who was showing us a couple of different areas around. We were following him in his truck. We happened to bump into him today, and he's a local here at Gettysburg. And so, what kind of in your time living here and looking for different, you've done a couple little bit of ghost hunting yourself. What are some of the neatest things you've seen?
Haven't seen a whole lot. Okay,
Experienced.
right,
Let's just say experience. I think it's better.
I've done quite a bit of EVP work, and I've gotten multiple things out in Gettysburg. One of the hottest spots that I have found has been out at Sachs Bridge. We've gotten
On the list.
Right, we've gotten cannon fire out there. We've gotten somebody whistling out there. And as far as in photos, we have orbs, but I kind of discredit orbs as dust. Or bugs.
We've
I'm not
discussed that.
I'm not a big orbs guy, and I'm a big ghost hunter. But mist, I've had two mist shots, which I have one that is very comparable to somebody else who had been out there before, where it looks like the horse's head in the mist.
Okay.
I have a mist shot like that. It's almost identical.
Oh, that's awesome.
But we've done Devil's Den, that's where we're at right now. We got it almost sounds like a demonic voice on it. It's a very short little stint. My wife actually had the EVP at the time, and we can't make out what it says, but you can definitely tell that it's a voice of some sort. But
that's awesome.
A lot of EVP stuff we've gotten all throughout different areas of the park, just stuff that you can't explain or hear. But definitely, like I say, our hot spot's been out at Sachs Bridge so far. And I'm not a professional by any means. I'm just a weekender right now, but
Having fun.
yeah, it's fun, and you wouldn't believe we meet all sorts of people too, which is that's a good thing too. So, but yeah, basically a lot of EVP work that we got. So Gettysburg's a great place. It has a lot of death history, so
let's say.
Anyhow,
thank you so much for this information and all the help you've given us.
no
really
problem.
appreciate it.
I enjoy it, so, and I hope people come here and enjoy it. So that's our goal, right?
Absolutely.
And to find a ghost, of course.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
Before we start our investigation of the Sachs Bridge, we want to show you a new piece of equipment we're going to try out on this investigation. This is a thermal imaging camera. Now, the reason why this is important is, as you just saw through the screen, it picks up the different heat temperatures throughout a room or an area. The reason why we would use this is when a ghost can manifest, it has to draw energy from other parts of the room. So when the ghost manifests, it tends to be warmer. The thermal imaging camera will let us see if there are any spots that are warm. It could be just the shape of it could be the shape of a person. It could just be the shape of a blob. We don't know. So we're going to give it a shot, see how it works out for us.
Rodney is here with us right now. Prior to us starting, we did get a hit on our EMF detector. Now, the thing about it, there is no electricity at all anywhere in this bridge. So to get a spike, it's very curious.
And for all the times that I've been out here, which have been quite a few, I've never had one of my K2s or EMF detectors go off before. So, like I told them earlier, I'm very excited about it that it had gone off. So, but hopefully we'll catch something else and it'll be on video here.
Okay. As the story goes, there were 3 soldiers, 3 Confederate soldiers who were hanged here. Are you among us right now? It was said you were fleeing the fight. Is this true? Were you traitors? Did you run because you were scared? That you tap people on the shoulder? Can you tap one of us on the shoulder? If you come by, you can speak into my recorder. That was my phone. Disregard.
Oh, jeez.
That was my phone. Disregard. Probably shut the volume off.
You had me going. Thanks.
Yeah, yeah.
How about somebody whistle? I've been out here before. I have recordings of whistles. If that's the only way that you can take and make contact with us, can you try to whistle now so that we can hear you? What state did you live in originally?
Were you scared crossing this bridge, knowing that you were heading to war? It's really strange. I'm getting such a strange, I'm getting key signatures and then nothing. It's really weird. But nothing like the shape of a person or anything like that. I'm just getting like a little dot here and then gone. Like here. We weren't standing there.
And there's a heat signature over here, too.
Hello.
Really right. You can see my hand.
Yes.
Is this the general area?
Yes, it is. Pull your hand away though, because your hand is a lot warmer. It's saying here almost like 2 footprints.
Right. I see that. You know, there's a temperature change there too. It started changing
Actually-
the temperature. And now it's not. It was, I mean, right before you asked me to pull away, the temperature was
And
It's going down.
I honestly just got a chill.
huh.
All right. Hold on. Let me. Yeah, step back one more second. I want to get as much heat from there as I can. I'm just snapping a couple pictures. There is distinct heat.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
There is distinct. Okay, do me a favor. Come over here. Sure.
You want me to hold it?
You can't see it on there?
No.
Now you can. Okay. You can't. Did you put? Is that on night vision or regular? I did snap pictures on
Look,
here.
Could it be
the whole,
Wait a second.
it's gone. It's leaving,
Could it be because I was standing there? filming?
No, you weren't.
and it's leaving. Look, there it's changing again. That means the temperature is changing when it'll do that.
I can't get it.
And all that was red for a second, and there's a really hot spot right over here,
Yeah.
and it's
Let me see if I can get it on my phone. All right. I'm recording on my phone. Here, sure. Now you see Rodney there. Now, as he steps back,
look how hot it is here.
it's very hot.
Right.
What could possibly be causing that to be that hot there?
I don't know.
None of
That's
us
a
were.
mystery.
None of us were standing there.
And
Can you explain what you're seeing?
What I'm seeing right now, actually, I don't know if you can see this on the camera on this side. Basically, we're seeing what looks about the size of footprints on the ground. Now, none of us have been standing there. And actually, the places we were standing does not have heat signatures like that.
Right.
Okay. Can you, I've been standing here for a few minutes. I'm going to back away. Can you read where I'm standing right now?
Sure.
Okay?
Yes.
Just, go ahead, read. You saw where I'm standing? Yeah.
Yes, it did. Back up all the way. Keep going.
Not at all. It's actually blue.
Yeah. There's absolutely zero heat signature
Well, you
there.
can see where she was. But
Yeah.
it's actually colder. It shows up actually. It almost turns colder where she was standing
Yeah.
instead of hot. Those marks are hot. And
They're red.
they're red. That means that it's actually warm.
What is red?
Let's just set that down here.
Beautiful.
See what happens. You're on one of the footsteps almost practically right now.
I can't get a reading on that either.
Okay, now these spots don't seem to be as hot as they were before.
Look at the temperature dropping. It was 65 degrees when I put that down. Look at how, I mean, it's all over the place.
Yeah. It's dropped at least
It's dropped 2 degrees and it's bouncing around. It wasn't doing that earlier. Well, it was, but there's definitely something going on. It's going to drop down to 62.
We know you're here. We just want to talk to you. We mean no harm. We just want you to make your presence known. What are your names? Can you tell me your name? There have been stories here of people feeling like they were being strangled as they walked through this bridge. Do you know anything about that? Is that you trying to be known? If so, you can do that to me. I'm not getting those prints anymore. I mean, I'm still getting them, but they're nowhere near. Right, like here, come over here.
Oh yeah, they're in the yellow. Oh,
Yeah. No, they were distinctly red.
Yeah, they were red, yeah.
They were definitely red.
Definitely. Do you have anything you want to say to family members? Maybe we could take and pass it along to them. Cold chill. You guys feel cold chill?
If you'd like to touch one of us,
K2 meters. Put water into that bit. You get that? K2 meter definitely fluttered a little bit. Something's wrong with it.
is there anything you'd like to let us know? Set the record straight? I'd also like to thank Rodney for helping us out here today.
My pleasure.
You've been a huge help. You've been a very, very huge help. Thank you so much.
Anytime.
All right. And what we saw before, when I saw these 3 heat signatures on the ground, and I saw them with thermal imaging camera, there was definitely 3 about footprint-sized heat signatures on the ground. Now, right above that are the rafters. The story goes that there are 3 Confederate soldiers who were hung here from the rafters.
I don't know if it's a coincidence. I don't know where in here they were actually hung. But the entire time we were here, there were 3 consistent heat spots on that floor. So, draw your own conclusion from that.
This is our friend Donna from Pennsylvania, and she's the reason that we are here this weekend. So now we get to have a little fun with her. And she will be helping us with our time-lapse video at the cannons tonight.
Say hello, Donna.
Hi. I'm the scaredy cat that actually really believes in this stuff and is kind of scared.
We'll take good care of you, sweetie.
Okay.
Oh, we'll take care of her,
So,
all right.
My nerves are a little shot, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to face here.
All right.
That's all I can do.
Let's say we get the show on the road.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't see which ones they
That
are.
looks like it could be it.
Oh, looks like these are the ones right here.
That looks like it. I think we're pulling up
Yeah.
to the right spot here.
Okay, how do you see them? Can you see them right through there?
We need to do some readjusting. All right, well, we're here at the cannons. We're super excited because we almost didn't find them if it weren't for our friend Rodney. As advice to anyone out there trying to do this, take the time to talk to the locals. You never know what information or help you're going to get. Well, what we're trying to do tonight is catch a residual haunting. And we're at the exact cannons that were seen on Paranormal Caught on Camera. Check our description for a link for the original cannon ghost. We're hoping to see the same ghost do the same thing around the same time. And we're going to do this for about an hour. So let's just take the first 10 minutes in silence and see if we catch that ghost. Congratulations, we made it 10 minutes. So whose eyes were playing tricks on them out there?
After a while, I was cross-eyed.
Yeah.
Like,
I was just,
and after a while, then you just fall asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Donna looked like she was taking a nap up there in the front.
Yes and no.
And a lot of people are friendly out here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm not used to it. Sorry, being
Oh.
from Jersey.
Are you kidding me? Since we moved here, like, oh my God. You guys are just visiting, but when you, like, live here, like, I started getting used to it after, like, 3-4 months. Because it was refreshing. It was like, wow, I bang into somebody the wrong way. I'm not getting,
Excuse
watch
me,
where
lady.
you're going.
Yeah.
No, you're fine. Everything's fine. And
Actually, if we do see something here, how do I zoom in? I can't find where this button is. I don't want to move this.
At the very no.
Do I go right and left, or how do I know?
Zoom is back here.
Because I just wanted to quickly know, if I actually see a ghost coming through that cannon, I am zooming in on it as best as I can.
And I am peeing my pants.
Yeah. And Donna will pee.
But if you do see
Why?
a ghost and you zoom in it, after you zoom and record it, can we chat? It was this bar in like Union Beach, New Jersey. It was weird because I was going up to the jukebox real quick. My friend's like, Donna, play Love Her Madly from the Doors. So we kept walking up to the jukebox. And I'm trying to play Love Her Madly, and the song like, hello, I love you, won't you tell me your name? And I'm like, okay, maybe I hit the wrong button. And again, but then the second time I went up there, I just felt like something was like next to my cheek, and I thought I smelled something weird, like, like bad breath, like, liquor breath, like dry liquor, just like, ew. So again, it played, hello, I love you, won't you tell me your name? Again. And I was just like, what's going on? So I didn't think anything of it. And I finally told my friend, I'm like, listen, go do it yourself, because it's being weird. So then they sat down, we're talking to the bartender, I didn't say anything to anybody, because I still didn't think ghost. So we're talking to the bartender, we're making friends with her, and she's saying she doesn't have a car and everything. So we're like, oh, we could drive you home afterwards. We're not creepy. And she's like, yeah, I don't mind. I hate being here alone anyway because there's a ghost here. And I was like, and I'm like, huh? They're like, yeah, he usually hangs out at the jukebox, and some people say they always smell his bad breath and everything. And I'm like, we gotta go. And I ran out of the bar because I'm like, I was creeped out.
All right. So what do you say?
Yeah, I guess. Call it, I guess. Pretty much did close to an hour.
You know what?
Oh,
I didn't see. He goes, no, what do we need to do?
What's that?
Bait.
Bait. What do you mean bait?
Go on out there.
No, don't go out there.
What do you mean just...
Go on out there. Go over by the,
What? Are you
Yeah.
crazy? Where? Like by myself? Are you gonna...
We're
can't
right
leave
here.
Donna
How
in the-
far away we're going to go? And I promise you, the ghost isn't going to shoot you with a cannon. If it does, though, we will catch that on tape, though.
Wait, so you want me to go out there by myself and you're gonna just stay in the car with Donna?
Well, yeah, I'm not stupid.
Oh, I get what you're doing. You're trying to get me to conjure up the spirit.
Yes, ghost bait.
Oh, are you serious?
Yes.
Donna, come with me.
No.
Please.
Oh, it's not going to hurt.
Are
That's
you
what I
really
said.
gonna make me do this? This is not fair.
Oh, why not?
You wouldn't even go into the devil's den today.
Because
And I have to go out there by
I
myself.
physically couldn't fit in there.
You could have.
No, that
You could-
opening was too small for my butt.
You know I can't not take a dare. Is this a dare? Or...
Let me think. I dare you. I triple dog dare you.
Oh,
Oh, no. I don't know if I hate you or love you for this right now, because now I can't resist, and
It's
at the same time,
exhilarating.
I'm scared to death. Like,
and a part of me wants to come with you, but I'm the idea of it, like.
Donna, you would know this. Are
Uh-huh.
there bears out here, like at night in the dark?
Ghost
I'm gonna
bears.
be,
I actually no. Honestly,
like, how far away from this car by myself in the dark? Well, with
I
headlights
think
on, but
yeah, I think you'll be. They really hunt for food.
so they wouldn't just be strolling by an empty field.
I don't think so. I'm not
I mean,
100%. But
This is
basi-
touristy. People drop food. Would they try to come?
They-
for the
they-
food?
I don't think
They
anybody's
go
going to run
through
by and
people's
throw a
garbage.
hamburger. I mean,
No,
like,
the
No,
bears.
but they might smell a slice of cheese that's right there on the ground. No.
The bears. They
You
really
said-
go through people's garbages and stuff. I won't go with you, but I'll open the door and I'll stand by the door outside.
Oh, brave girl.
I can do that.
She can do that. That's good. You're giving me your phone. Oh, how nice of you.
so you can take pictures if you do
And
something.
I'm telling you
can
this right now.
You can take pictures of the ghost bear.
But if I get creeped out,
If a bear comes out
no, I don't.
and there's a slice of cheese on that ground, I'm throwing it in your lap.
Okay. Honestly, Donna, I think you should go with her.
No.
Why
I
not?
said I'm not.
Fancy your numbers.
No.
We're going to be playing a fun little trick on Donna here. So, we're going to keep it going. As you can see, Donna gets a little creeped out by certain things. Unfortunately, we can't get Donna. We can't get Donna to move a little closer. But do we see Sherry there? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna unhook this camera. No, I can't unhook the camera. Ah, kill the light, kill the light, kill the light. Kill the door, shut the door.
Sorry. Jeez. So,
Why?
I don't know. I'm sorry. Jeez, it's got chilly out. Don't do that. That's just wrong. That's wrong, Rob.
No, it's not.
It's back on because I'm freaking. Don't do that.
No, it's really wrong. It's this.
Gettysburg may have been on the quiet side for us this investigation, but there are a few things we'd like to point out to you. And the first one happened at the wheat field as we were walking through the woods. Rob calls out to a spirit, and shortly after, we hear what seems to be an intelligent response. Is it a male voice or a woodland creature? You decide.
If you want to be heard, speak up now. You can come and talk right into this recorder. Speak up now. You can come and talk right into this recorder.
Now this clip might actually raise an eyebrow. We didn't air it in the original episode only because it was a moment where we were standing there, not doing too much. But you'll notice Rob turns his head to the back. And just as he does, we hear two distinct sounds. One is a shushing sound, sort of like shh, 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 shh. And the second one is mumbling. Which of the two do you think he was doing? He can't be doing both. Lastly, I'd like to pull up images from the Sachs Bridge, the 3 heat signatures that we found on the ground. Now, it was pretty interesting that there was no electricity on that bridge, and especially nothing that could have been generating heat. We thought that there may have been sunlight that came through, but there were no holes in the roof above that area. So if anyone has thoughts as to what those 3 marks may have been, other than the 3 spirits that were hanged, please let us know in the comments or any questions that you may have. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Gettysburg. It was a ton of work, but it was also a ton of fun. Until next time.
If you can hear that out there, that's somebody playing a fife.